Very, very good to have you with us.
Good morning, Jane.
Good morning to you. What should students be doing who want to go in?
Jane, just before we start, if you don't mind, I'd like to just pass on our deepest condolences to the family of young Uninene who passed away at the University of Cape Town. And
yes.
It's deeply tragic. And
Thank you.
Just to... so I thought about this last night and thought there are four things young people should consider. The first is try and work out now what's their passion. You know, what would they like to study? Of course, it also has to be linked to what they're studying currently, and it has to be linked to their skills and their knowledge and so on. So that's the first thing. Just work out now what you want to study. Don't wait until you're already at university. The second is to determine where you want to study, and of course, you have to make sure that you apply to several places because it may not be possible for you to study in one place, then other places might be available to you. So that's the second thing, I think, choice. And it's always a good idea to think about studying close to where your family is because that saves on costs and so on. The third thing, of course, is to try and ensure that if you think that you qualify for financial aid, to put in an application immediately to NSFAS. There's only one condition. The one condition is that your family earnings should be below 350,000 per annum, and the second thing, of course, is that you have to be admitted to a program. But the application should go in now.
And from what? So you can start at any stage from now?
You can start immediately. In fact, the announcement was made by the minister yesterday that NSFAS was opening up its system for applications.
What if somebody doesn't have an idea what they want to do?
That's a very good question. And my suggestion is that they should really make their way to a university and have a discussion with the guidance counsellors, with the career counsellors and so on. But also to speak to other students, to speak to people who've already graduated and so on, just to gather as much knowledge as they can before they actually put in their applications.
Now, one of the problems we have in South Africa is overcrowding. I mean, there's some courses that are more popular.
That's correct, yes.
What should you do in that sort of situation? Should you try and navigate around it? Should you try and find something that's maybe linked to it that can eventually get you in that course at a later stage?
Look, first of all, I think you should put in applications for courses that you want to do, but also look at these alternative channels into programs. And my advice to young people is always to consider, if you're not sure, always to consider the possibility of doing a general bachelor's degree, either a BA or a BSc or a BCom, because that gives you the opportunity a year or two down the line to begin to kind of sharpen your kind of career path, if you like.
And when you apply, what do you need to do that will make you stand out from the others? What sort of considerations should be taken?
Well, the fourth thing I was going to say was that... the fourth thing I was going to say is, for goodness sake, work hard and get decent results in your final exam, because that's the first thing. The second thing, of course, is to write applications which really capture who you are. Just what are your kind of hobbies? What have you done? Have you participated in church groups or other kinds of groups? Have you worked within community structures?
To really sell yourself.
To sell yourself, and I think that little things stand out. For example, if you said, I'm a photographer. One of my hobbies is photography. That stands out. Don't lie, of course, but
it's like a 30-second sell, but
exactly.
And it's worth. And what are you expecting this year?
Look, the access into the system, the total access into the higher education system, should be in the region of about 220,000. In the whole post-school education and training system, which includes the TVT sector and the artisan schools and so on, we're looking at 440,000, 450,000 places. So all young matriculants should be able to find some slot within the system.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
So apply now, get in early, sell yourself.
NSFAS.
NSFAS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get in early. Thank you very much.
Great.